We'll do that. We'll add that. Like Liam Neeson tells a story about. We'll add that. We'll add that later.
We're live, just so you know. I gotta put a light bulb up so you guys can tell when I'm recording.
Well, I figured you were recording anyways.
That'd be neat to
I just started.
Red light, green light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's full again.
What's full again?
My device memory.
Oh, jeez.
Like I keep adding. Like there's stuff that's
Go Bills.
copied. No.
Boo! No, I was kidding. Go Bills after the Bears.
Yeah!
Woo! As you can tell, you can't see it because I put Dave in a good spot. The Bills Boulevard is blocked. It's being blocked. Right there behind you, the sign. Bills Boulevard.
It's rubbing off. It's catching on.
Anyways, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. All right, guys. Good evening and welcome to Game Chat and Chill. I'm Eric. This is
Shane.
we
How's
got
Drained
Dave. We're all a little excited this morning. Yesterday was Halloween. Today's a new month, new season,
New day.
New day to celebrate. We're on episode 20. This is episode 20.
Episode.
Yeah, getting there.
Awesome.
But I want to make it to 100 because they call a certain name, and like when you get to, wow, the cat fell.
And then there was a cat.
Yeah, that was funny.
Whoa, that's quite an entrance. She's still licking her lips. Like, what happened?
Well, she's famous on YouTube, anyways. Hundreds of people saw her. Anyways, yeah, I like to make it to that thing where the sitcoms, when you make it to 100, you get royalties from it. When you make it, when you get 100 episodes, they get royalties from
a
it
milestone.
for the rest of her life. So that's like the goal. Was we got to hit that 100.
All right.
We'll see if we can do it. But anyways,
chipping away at it. Let's go.
So just to start off with a little bit of humor, what did one hat say to the other hat?
One hat say the other hat.
What did one hat say to the other hat?
I don't know.
That was a comfortable silence, though. I'm trying to think.
Wait here, I'm going on ahead.
Okay. I almost did a Beavis and Butthead thing there. I was like, okay.
Yeah, cheesy but effective.
What
It's a go. Wait here, I'm going on ahead. Get it? Because the hat goes on ahead. Yeah. But I'm ching. Where do you learn to make a banana split?
Where do you learn?
Where do you learn to make a banana split?
Home.
A Sunday school.
Sunday school.
I'm too literal. I'm just saying a banana split instead of just like the actual banana split. It's just like
that one didn't hit right. I thought for sure that one would get some giggles. Anyways, moving on.
It's marinating. It's getting there.
Marinating.
Yeah, it's starting.
A manure pit marinates too.
Well, so does barbecue sauce. You gotta let it cook.
Yeah. Because even when I go do, if I were to cook, then I would do pork chops or chicken for a couple days and something. Flip it, every 10 hours or so.
Put any sauce in the fridge overnight?
Yeah. Oh, I do it for a couple days.
The chicken.
I marinate for a couple days.
I used to do that chicken in certain
Italian sauce
dressings or whatever, different things, but I found out one like totally absorbs into it and destroys the chicken.
Oh, yeah.
And some kind of vinaigrette that'll like I did that because it's like, and it's sealed in a Tupperware. This is years ago. And then I'm like cooked it. And I'm like, it's like the inside was like that. It tasted like it was like, what happened to this? So
I like it because it absorbs the flavor.
Well, it destroyed it.
Yeah.
Something.
Because I did it a little bit longer.
Gotcha. Yeah, I usually do it for 2, maybe 3 days.
It did a little bit.
That's really letting it in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's overnight.
Yeah, because I like it when it gets in the middle. Yeah. I also stab it too. I stab it full of a pitchfork. Welcome to the cooking show, gaming channel cooking show. Anyways, moving on to the Broken Controller Club. We got the OG Tommy G stopping by. He always says hey. And then on Facebook, Joseph Erickson. He stops by from time to time on the gaming channel.
Cool.
He's a busy man. He makes all kinds of random videos. Like if he goes out and buys something, he does a review on it. Or if he goes to McDonald's and tries their latest new thing, he'll put that on there. Burger King, the Halloween meal, stuff like that. He does random things like that. So if you like that kind of stuff, go check it out. Tommy G, he just likes to watch. He ain't got a channel. I think he used to post. He posted a couple of drone things back in the day, but
Still cool.
So yeah, so we're gonna move on to the gaming news and beyond. You got a lot of cool stuff going on in there. Somebody didn't get to write down because I forgot where I sent it. Because I'd find these things and then I'd send the link and I couldn't figure out if I sent it to you, I sent it to my wife, I sent it to you, I sent it to the gaming chat. I have no idea where I do half the crap anymore.
I know that the movie trailers he sends me are all those AI fake ones that people make.
Yeah.
He's like, is this real? I'm like,
yeah, because
no.
I never get to look at it because I'm at work or something.
Nope, Chris Hemsworth is not playing He-Man. Nope.
Oh.
That's AI.
You
can tell it would be backed by official people, but no. Oh, it's Universal. No, Universal would have put it out.
Yeah.
Like the Nintendo one when you were showing me the new Mario movie, I'm like, that's fake. Because Nintendo and Universal would have put it out.
Usually I pick up on, like, if I've seen the movie before, like, or whatever they're trying to re-advertise for, I'll see bits and pieces of older stuff in there, then I know for sure it's fake.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just ain't got time
we just need to take a snapshot of our face and then make our own movie.
Yeah, we can, yeah.
And we can't be
Put our
copyrighted
face.
because
I kept sending them. I kept sending those.
We can have as many sequels and webisodes and theatrical.
Well, the AI is
now
it's getting crazy with that Sora stuff. I was sending he thought the Roman Reigns trick or treating in a fairy outfit on somebody's porch at the ring thing was real.
Yeah,
because it sounded just like him.
Yeah.
Looked like him. He looked real. Wow. He's like, whose house is he at? Go.
Yeah,
he's
and
not.
Like, did they know that he was there?
He's not.
Right. It's like, how many
that's cool. He's like, acknowledge me. It's like it sounded just like
some of them are
the
funny.
John Cena ones.
Yeah.
The John Cena one. You can't see me. And he's stealing everybody's candy. Yeah. Sounds just like him. Looks just like him. And he's like, it's like he's taking the candy people live on the porch. He's like taking the whole thing. You can't see me.
It's freaking hilarious.
And then he's but that's getting scary. Yeah, the AI to a degree is getting a little.
The one I saw that
it looks real.
I thought was crazy. Somebody punched was that John Cena? He punched the mechanical witch or something on the porch.
Yeah.
It scared him, so he punched it, or was that
he ran away?
Somebody.
The Rock did something. Roman Reigns did something to
Roman Reigns. So they're getting pretty crazy out there. The AI.
Yeah, the Mr. Rogers ones. It looked like Mr. Rogers sounds like him.
The Ultimate Warrior.
Talking like, Ultimate Warrior has one. He Tupac hanging out with Tupac Shakur. I'm like this sounds just like Tupac too, and it's like
there's a guy on YouTube that he thinks, I don't know, I can't remember what it's called, but he says I ruined it. I sent you videos on that. Yeah. The first one I ever saw, which I thought was hilarious, was the Snoop Dogg one. It was the Jungle Book.
Oh yeah.
It was what the heck song was that? It was in like the Jungle Book theme.
One of the songs
sound or something. Yeah, one of the sounds that he sings, and he's sitting there and he's listening to it like, this is my song, but this ain't me. I didn't do that.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg.
He's like, did I do this?
Yeah, Snoop Dogg was thinking, it's like, wait a minute. And he's like, no, it's his voice. But
it's his voice, but it's like in the Jungle Book style.
Yeah,
right.
Like he did a song, singing one of the songs.
And then I came across a funny one. Did I send it to you? I don't know. I sent it to somebody, but some chick farted and said they'd make a remix out of it. So then
they showed they did. Yeah,
the guy
edited.
Yeah, with the equalizer. That was crazy. Like, how do you do that?
One,
but they take the different tones from whatever clip and then they use that in there somehow.
Yeah,
it's so crazy. But anyways,
yeah.
So, me and Dave, we've been doing that walkthrough for Crimson Skies. YouTube is really like messing with us. They're not pushing our stuff right now. Is what it is. At this point, I don't care because we'll find other revenues to push the content. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Same with Goat Simulator 3. Like, YouTube did nothing for us at all this week. I don't think we did a video that got more than 30 views.
That's odd.
Because it's like they shadow banned us.
But okay.
YouTube did.
I actually been shadow banned a few years back because of stuff I would post or comment on back in the day, or I got shadow banned. Just because of the comments I would put.
Yeah.
It was it's offensive. It's not offensive. It was just, your opinion, and it's because it doesn't fit certain categories. This is back in 2020. 2019, I got shadow banned. I went on my YouTube. Because I wouldn't make videos, but I would.
Doesn't like something, I would
comment on different people.
Out anyway.
I would comment on like stuff that like we talk about, that guys talked about, because it was getting more hot button topics with the pop culture stuff going a certain direction, and then I started getting shadow banned because people would like see my comments, and all of a sudden nobody saw my comments.
Yeah,
it's not like I was putting the comments up there to I got 500 people looked at my and people reacted to it. And then all of a sudden it was like nothing. It got shadow banned.
Stuff's backwards.
On different stuff.
Yeah, I mean once I find a faster route to putting the podcast on Spotify, then that'll bring the people on its own.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to get to that point, and I haven't figured out how to do it. Like I haven't figured out how to do it fast enough to where it's not consuming your time. Like I say, because it's like a three or four step process. It's annoying. You have to split the audio from the video file, render that, and if you have a slow computer like this one, then it takes forever. And then you have to edit that in a different software, render it, and then you have to take it, transfer it into the file that Spotify will actually let you upload. It compacts the file down smaller, render it, and it's just like, this is so stupid. Why can't I just take this, add it to this, let it fix it all, do it on its own, and then upload it to this? You know, like maybe there is, maybe I'm missing something. If you guys know how to do that stuff, make the process go faster, let me know. That'd be nice. Anyways, so yeah, we were doing we're messing around with Goat Simulator 3. I uploaded that, and of course the second half of it is me talking to nobody because Dave didn't have his mic set up yet. Now your mic should be working.
Yeah, it should be fine.
It should be fine now.
It's through the controller now. So
yeah. So yeah, I got the new laptop. I got the gaming part, my Steam account on there all set up. I got some demos for us to try out, downloaded on there, which I would really like to do because there's like 4 different games on there.
Yeah, especially before they come out.
Yeah, exactly. Before they come out,
last couple months.
We can try them out, do a review on them, of what we think about them, anyways. Yeah, come check us out on TikTok. We're on TikTok. I've been uploading shorts. You know, the different segments of the podcast because the podcasts are over an hour long. So I just upload. That's why I always take a pause and stop recording between the segments. That way it's easier. I can just upload that file right away, and then it's already separated. I ain't got to edit it. But then I do have to re-edit it to put it all together when I film or when I edit the whole entire podcast for YouTube.
Yeah.
But it's just the people are watching them. We're getting between 50 and 70 views on those, so people are clicking on them anyways. Getting the advertising out there. So for Fortnite for the month of November, starting. Well, today's going to be the Fortnite mini game.
The Alien, yeah.
Yeah, the Alien mini game.
Last night it was like not even 12 hours left. So
yeah, it starts at 11.
Live.
There's always like a mini game at the end of the season. I've done a few of them. I've recorded a few of them. Some are silly, some are dumb,
yeah,
some are
Simpsons
cool.
Aliens, I think. That they had to do
The Metallica one was freaking awesome. That one was really cool. Yeah, so the Simpsons are going to be for the whole entire month of November, I believe. They're going to be in Fortnite. So it's going to be, from what I've read and seen, it's going to be a bubble. Didn't they do that in an episode of Simpsons where they did a bubble over the town?
Yeah, they based it on one of those.
So I think that part is going to be in Fortnite. So somehow there's going to be a bubble there. That's going to be the city of the Simpsons.
That's a good show.
You can visit Moe's Bar. You can visit like all the places on the Simpsons are going to be there. Yeah, Springfield. And then like I found Bart's treehouse the other day. I found it, went in there, and I was watching the TV in there, and I saw the Easter eggs. I recorded it, but for some reason my video editing software wasn't recognizing it. And I couldn't edit it, and I tried uploading it to TikTok, and they banned it. They deleted it from me. I showed Dave the thing they sent me. They automatically removed it as soon as I uploaded it. It's completely stupid because there's nothing copyrighted. It's my Dragon Ball Z character on Fortnite, and then it's the Simpsons. But it's just the game. So, anyways, so one of the things they're talking about for legendary weapon is going to be Moe's gun. There's like one episode where Moe pulls out the gun that he keeps behind the bar, and it's got like 5 guns attached to one.
Wow.
Attached to a shotgun. So I mean, that's the rumor. They're gonna figure out how to put. Yeah, they're gonna figure out how to put that in there as a legendary weapon. So basically, whoever finds that is gonna be like number one. Yeah.
Trophy, huh? Trophy fine.
And then I seen where they might put Ned Flanders in there with a sniper rifle. Apparently, he's got a sniper rifle.
Nice.
Wasn't he in the war or something?
I don't know. It's like
I can't remember. But anyways,
Flanders?
Yeah, Flanders. Yeah, he's got a sniper rifle.
The character he's
wow.
Apparently, because they knew the guy back in the day.
Probably.
Ned Flanders is based on Pastor.
Yeah, with the glasses now. I'm getting
David. Rosales. Was it David Rosales? Is that his name? Back in the day in California. He's not on 99.7 anymore. He used to be on 99.7 forever. But apparently he looks like Ned.
Really?
Yeah, like how he looks. And he's even said before that somebody that knew him or met him back in the day, a long time ago, based Ned on him, which is like, you know, if you know the character, Ned's overly the like stereotypical
I think
view of a Christian.
yeah, it's more like isn't it like a Catholic view?
Him? No, he's not Catholic.
Is it born again or?
Yeah, he's supposed to be. Yeah,
I thought it was more Catholic.
No, he's supposed to be born again.
Because I watched the interview, and I know that was maybe the character that the character that did his voice before he died. He was Catholic.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. But Ned's supposed to
be. Yeah, Ned was based on.
He's supposed to be evangelical stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which I always liked this character. Like I did one time, before I threw away my Simpsons collection stupidly. I posted about, like, even though the Simpsons was bad, it had a lot of stupid crap in it. Ned Flanders kind of stood out in that episode. You know, in all the episodes, he was always he set a good example for a godly man and a godly husband. And I always liked that about the Simpsons. So I think they hit the nail on the head with that with Ned. But anyways, let's see. Moving on, Battlefield 6 players are loving PS5, or no, they're having PS5 problems on the PC. So like when you download it on the PC, you can use whatever controller you want, kind of thing. Apparently, there's like some kind of aiming difficulties while you're trying to shoot. So, and that was for the new. Was it the? Whatever that new thing that just came out was, the new patch where they added it's almost like Warzone. Remember, we haven't tried it yet.
Red Zone.
It's like Fortnite.
I read something. I forget.
Yeah, whatever that new thing is, the new game mode that came out.
Yeah,
that thing. So the computer people are complaining because it's not finally tuned yet. And then also they're kind of sort of complaining. There's people that are riding the drones somehow. They're jumping on them, and I saw this. And I was like, "What is that guy doing?" Like I was sniping, and then the guy throws out a drone, and then I saw him. He was trying to jump on it. He kept jumping on it, but then it would blow up. But then I thought I saw somebody flying on one somehow, like out of the corner of my eye, like in the background. I saw like a guy just flying. I'm like, what the heck is he doing? So now the puzzle's getting put together. There's a glitch in the game where you can ride on the drones
and make a server and be on the
perimeter. Well, it's like one of those things. People. It's like one of those things years ago I was telling you with the.
It'd be so much fun. I think it'd be so much
fun.
Call
of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, PlayStation 3. My friend Steve and I he would like. I found this where you could just jump on stuff. You need somebody else to do it on these different maps that you can get up on stuff you shouldn't be able to get up on.
Yeah.
And it was like, but it was in the game. It was considered glitches.
Yeah.
Because no way could you possibly get up to where you're not supposed to be anyways, and like if you had to like crouch down and then you jump and then it's like, yeah, he found different spots. It's like it was a little crazy. Different maps.
So the only glitch I ever seen in Battlefield was on Battlefield 4. I was in the server one time, and my squad mates. It was one of the close. What do you call it? Close. There's a smaller map, the close range maps. You know where everybody's all real close. We were inside a building. I spawned on them because I was trying to get into the battle, and there was 3 of them. So it was the other squad mates, and one of them was killing them, and then the other guy had the shockers. And if you did it just right, it would pop you in behind. Like outside of the map, and you could run around somehow outside of the freaking map and kill people.
Wow!
and
the support character with.
Back then, you could hear them talking, so I can hear what they're doing, and they're like, "Oh no, you got to do this. You got to turn this way. You got to turn that way. You got to do this and do that," and it blew my mind because they kept on getting behind the wall.
See, it's like what he found all those Burnout Paradise stuff back in the day, all those glitches in that.
Yeah,
people are messing with AI. They'll never replace.
So that's the only glitch I ever knew about.
They try to take care of that stuff real quick. The only way you can actually get around that is PCs more because you can mod stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Fallout 4, because they're doing the anniversary edition coming out in November. They announced an anniversary edition for and they're adding all the stuff for free or mod, some creation stuff. they have a warning up on there because I decided to start playing it again. I got it again, and they put a warning. This is Burnout mods. Remove your mods between this day and that day because they're gonna do maintenance on it. So you gotta because people put a lot of mods
weird,
on there because they allow mods in the console versions now. Like you can it changes the gameplay obviously mods, but they want you to remove that stuff because they're gonna update it with that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of making me think about a lot of the glitches because when they do stuff like that and you start using your mods again, people use their mods, the game's all broken again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, it just
makes me think about it. Once you give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile.
Yeah.
That's an unfortunate thing. So, anyways, moving on. I should have had Tiffany down here for this because she actually got to play it. I haven't got to play it yet. So
Wreckreation.
Yeah. So this.
Oh, Recreation? Or no, it is
Wreckreation.
Yeah, I hear you.
So this is a game that I didn't know existed until Dave sent the video.
It's $40.
Yeah. And like this is long waited. Like I had no idea it was even in the works.
Mm-hmm.
But then I did some research, and apparently the people that, and this is why, the people that made Burnout Paradise got bought out. So that's why they haven't done a Burnout Paradise game. But I'm guessing because of some kind of a demand or something for it, they've been working on it the past 5 years. Mm-hmm. But anyways, so the
playtime.
So the new company bought them out, and then I don't know what else. I think there's an EA got them.
Criterion is one of EA's.
Criterion
is one of EA's developmental things now. They bought them years ago.
Yeah, so that's what happened.
And they made the Burnout Paradise game for EA.
So those people, because they were a small company, those people are
EA,
the ones that made this new one.
Yeah, they bought them.
I wonder what got.
And they made Need for Speed games. Is basically what they make for.
Because they came out with that was kind of similar to Burnout Paradise. It had the billboards, it had the jumps.
Yeah, Need for Speed.
But this one is the most closely related to Burnout Paradise of all the ones that they've come out with since.
From what I saw, it looked like a Burnout Paradise, but Hot Wheels on steroids.
Yeah, it's insane. Like the graphics are amazing. It's got all the same stuff you'd expect. The boost chains. It's got the super jumps, the billboards. It's even got like familiar sections of map that were on Burnout Paradise, like the one bridge where you're riding down below in the freeway, and then there's ramps, and you go up, and you're on the railroad tracks. Like that bridge is in there, and then I haven't seen it all yet, but there is a lot. They took a lot of the roads from the map from Burnout Paradise and put them in there, and then they added to it. Like, and then you can stack. You can make your own roads. So like when you're online playing, you can make your own maps in there.
It sounds like they made a game out of what the developers had while they were making the actual game. Just have playtime. Do.
I wish Tiffany was down there because she played it for about an hour. She got a crap load of trophies. So if you're a trophy hoo-ha like me, then it's a trophy.
Extravaganza.
It's a dream come true.
Yeah.
Because it's like every 2 seconds she was getting a trophy or something.
Nice.
It's got the smash gates. It's got the billboards, the super jumps. It's got all the stuff we loved about Burnout Paradise. The takedowns are in there. They got races, from point A to point B.
Yeah, time trials.
All that stuff. Yeah. Oh, nice. And then just before she quit, remember how in Burnout Paradise, in order to unlock more cars, you had to chase them down and take them out. The same thing happened.
Yeah.
A car just went flying by her and tried to hit her and taking her out. And I'm like, why don't you go get that car? You got to unlock it.
Yeah.
So and I'm sitting there trying to write the podcast, and I'm like torn. I'm like, so it took me.
That's fun.
Yeah, it took me forever to do the podcast because I was glued to it. So she got to play. So I'm interested to know what her opinion is on it. But so for anybody that liked Burnout Paradise, this is a good runner-up for it, so far, anyways. Okay, so one of the free games that came out was Armored Core Project Phantasma, and I looked it up because I wanted to see if it was something I wanted to play. And then I was telling you about this.
Yeah.
And I was watching videos, and it was like PS1. I'm like, Dave, this is like PS1 or PS2 graphics. And that's what it was. That was the reason why I bought Armored Core 4, was it, for PS3?
Yeah,
because this game is the one that me and my buddy Dave spent, not you, Dave, but a different Dave, spent like days, months of our life playing, like just trying to destroy each other because they had huge maps, and you could hide and slide and get out of the way and try to not get killed. It was like you could play P versus P right there, split screen, and we just spent like hours and days playing that game. And so like this is like a remake of it or a remaster. I haven't tried it yet of that game or something. So now it makes me want to find the original and play that too, because now I remember that. I completely forgot about that game. That was one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 1 back in the day. So now I got to find it. But so yeah, Marvel Cosmic Invasion. We found out when that comes out. We talked about it too last time. Yep, December 1st. For all those that don't know yet, Marvel Cosmic Invasion comes out December 1st, 2025. It comes out on PS4, PS5, all the Xbox stuff. Well,
both Nintendo games.
Yeah, Switch and PC.
I think Steam, whatever.
Yep.
All that stuff.
Yep, the Steam. So it'll be out in there because that's where I downloaded the demos from Steam. And then the other one too, I completely forgot about. I don't know how we because I think you sent this to me maybe. The Toxic Crusaders.
Yeah.
And that one comes out a couple days after that.
Yeah, that looks like the Turtles. The Turtles beat them up. That Shredder's Revenge or whatever that they made.
Yeah, so I have the demos and I want to try them out. So if we get done in time, then I'll bring it down and see if we can do like what we don't normally do. Try at least one or something if we have enough time. So yeah, that's gonna conclude us for the gaming news and beyond. Let's pause for the next segment here. And we're back. All right, we just took a break, refilled our coffees. We're gonna go to the next segment. This is called Body Snatchers, Shane's favorite game.
Yeah.
Okay, so this time, this is from a viewer, and that
okay.
Yeah, this is a suggestion from a viewer, and he actually suggested 2 bosses. So we're in for a treat here. So yeah, anyways, if you guys would like us, because what it is we have to use a head, a body, and a weapon from any 3 video game characters, combine them together as one being to defend Earth from, and then you guys come up with a boss fight that you guys would like us to defend the Earth from, kind of thing. So if you guys have any ideas, shoot us some comments, send us some emails, Game+Chat+And+Chill@yahoo.com, and if we find it in time, we'll use that kind of thing. So this is from Tommy G. Shout out Tommy G. He suggested we're going to save the Earth from the Titan Joker. The Titan Joker from
Batman
Arkham Asylum. Now, I didn't make it that far in the game.
I beat
so I had to look it up.
He's all loaded up. Yeah.
So he's like jacked.
I beat him multiple times. Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you guys.
Character.
I'm going to tell everybody what his attacks are, and then we have to come up with a character to defend against them.
Okay.
All right. So, he's like 10 feet tall. He's mutated in like superhuman strength, and his attacks are elongated fingers. And he swipes at you, which is kind of, you may be able to tuck and roll out of that. And then there's a wave of guys that he brings on, like a montage of
Goonies.
His goons come and attack you. So we got to fight against that. He does that a few times, and go.
Mega Man for a face body of Geralt, Rivia, and the Mauler from Call of Duty. Just suck them all up and close. Bing bang.
Okay.
Since the combat is just like that game, I'm just gonna take Spider-Man from the Spider-Man game from PS4 because the combat's just the same. It's Peter Parker with his thinking, and he's got his super strength, agility.
All right.
Because Batman, you gotta dodge and do all this stuff and fight him and get openings and try to pound him into the ground and use explosives. But Spider-Man can take
all right, so Dave's going with Spider-Man?
Yeah, from PS4. So he has all his.
So one character, or do we need a face, a body, and a weapon?
I'm taking his head. You can.
I'm using
his whole
whole
thing.
deal.
And then what'd you pick?
Mega Man for a face, Witcher for a body, Geralt, and I'm trying to think if it was the Mauler. I'm trying to think of Call of Duty, that one big giant machine that you can just suck them all up.
Oh yeah, it was. That sucks them in and spits them out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't have time to think about this, but so what I'm going to use is the pumpkin launcher from Fortnite for my weapon.
Yeah, I had that. I didn't get a chance to use it yesterday. I got it.
Man!
Oh yeah, that sucks. It's
nice.
I
had the minigun. I had that minigun, and it took a guy.
It's nice when you actually make I've gotten some crazy mile away shots of that thing too, because people that they stand there. They're looking. Well, you can aim that sucker and then freaking shoot it, and 9 times out of 10 they stay there and you blow them up. Anyways, so I'm gonna use the pumpkin launcher from Fortnite.
Does it say trick or treat once you hit them?
No.
So little thing come off, you know, like,
Yeah,
like a
see,
bell.
what am I going to use for a head?
Yeah.
See, somebody's got to be smart. Oh, man, this really sinks now. I'm getting put on the spot.
No pressure.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
I think I got to be quick on this. I can't take forever. I think I'll use... for the body, I'm going to use Sonic because it's fast. Okay, so that way
That's
I
cool.
can avoid the attacks. And then the pumpkin launcher will... Because I can kill off a bunch of the minions at once with the pumpkin launcher.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would do significant damage against the Joker. I think, or at least throw him off his feet to where you guys could jump in and do some attacks on him. So for the head, just for kicks and giggles, oh man, who am I gonna use for a head? Pac-Man.
Pac-Man?
Pac-Man, because
awesome.
I can eat the minions too. Might as well.
Classic.
There you go. So we're gonna
That's
go.
cool.
We're gonna swoop. Dave's gonna swoop in with Spider-Man from PS4. Shane's gonna attack with Mega Man's head.
Yeah, ground control.
In the Witcher body and the giant vacuum grinder gun. I'm gonna come in with the Pac-Man head and the pumpkin launcher and the Sonic the Hedgehog body to try to finish him off. And just as we finish him off, guess who decides to step into his place? Here's the twist. We got Killer Croc decides to join the fight now.
Wow.
So now after we defeat him,
now?
what's that?
The one
Is he Titan now?
From the arc, you know,
From the same game.
Yeah, you don't need him. Yeah, Titan.
He's a
I
mini
just
boss,
wondered if
right?
he is.
He's just a mini
Yeah.
boss.
Yeah,
Yeah, just like-
you can't physically really fight him either. You gotta avoid him.
Yeah.
Right.
So
What environment are we in here? Is this like, you know, in
well,
the
I was
sewer,
thinking
or
whatever.
is it-
Well, I guess we can go to the
Because
sewer.
environment means a lot, 'cause especially the Spider-Man, of course, you know that, but you know that does a lot to either our advantage or not. So environment, when we should put that in there where the battle.
Yeah, so I guess the battle will be
Where the Joker.
where the Joker is.
Okay.
So he's got like
Keep
he's
same
on,
place.
He's like a
He's out.
Enter the Croc.
it's like a court area, like a courtyard, and then there's like a building where he jumps on top of. And
yeah,
then,
the
and then
helicopters are watching him. Yeah, because they're
Yeah.
on TV and all that junk. And
so just as we defeat the Joker, then the Killer Croc decides to come in. So how the heck do you do that? I guess I'm just gonna turn.
well,
in.
Batman can physically fight him. I'll think because of how they have him in that game.
Yeah, 'cause
the skin is a big.
Because there wasn't
thing,
really
but
a
it's
much
big.
of a fight. You just had to run away from him. The whole
It's
time.
like you had to because the
Kill him,
environment, the environment you were in.
So I guess I'm just gonna use my Sonic speed to wear him out until he gives up. I guess. And then when he's down, shoot him with the pumpkin launcher to finish him off.
Sure.
What are you guys gonna do?
To be blunt, if it's Peter Parker, even though he goofs off and pulls his punches, he doesn't goof off and he's ticked off and doesn't pull his punches. Guys can't stand up. He took out.
Yeah.
If like people like the group of guys I worked with years ago at Goodwill, we were talking because we were a bunch of nerds that liked the stuff, and one of the guys was like young guys was like Spider. He's like, I go, he beat up the X-Men by himself.
Yeah.
He got ticked off because he was listening to what they were saying in Secret Wars in the comics, and he took out what they were saying. Like all, and then the team at the time, and Professor Xavier was there, kind of like Cyclops was the leader. He had Colossus, Wolverine, Nightcrawler. He beat them all. He was beating them all up because he wasn't holding back.
Yeah,
He was ticked off. He was ticked off.
Yeah. So what made him mad?
Because they were talking like they were gonna like.
They think he's going nuts, but he's actually trying to save someone's life.
we need to take over and do because the stuff was going on because he had the heroes teamed up.
Yeah. Even Cap was like,
but
explain yourself.
they were like he overheard stuff and thought, okay, wait, no way.
That's the same
So same with Cap thinking he could hold him back one time and he didn't hold back and Cap
He tried
holding
to
the shield.
understand, but he didn't have
punched
much
him
time.
right through.
Right.
Like he was holding the shield. He didn't bust the shield up,
Yeah.
but he made
That's
Cap
funny.
go.
Some storylines really take that radioactive blood to another level. You know, when he's ticked. I mean, just like anybody with adrenaline.
But but if he's not goofing off,
I like the details.
he
like
that's
that.
part of his character though. Is like he would probably tick off Killer Croc the stuff he would say to him, but but in reality, from a physical standpoint, as strong and as big as Killer Croc is,
Forget the dentist. Who does your manicures?
Spider-Man can pick up a car.
Yeah.
Spider-Man can
Oh
pick
yeah.
up a back.
Yeah, because that was in one of the games in the Xbox game. That was one of the things you pick up a car, put it over your head.
He's
and you can throw it.
he's not a weak dude.
Yeah.
So normal criminals, even some supervillains, he pulls his punches. He would kill a dude.
Yeah, he can hold his own for sure.
Yeah.
He would literally kill a dude. Like if he was you and me and he just decided not to pull his punches, be dead.
Yeah.
Just think of how much strength it takes to do that, where you actually have to watch yourself that you don't accidentally.
And I'm just shocked I've never seen that. Like, I've yet to see.
He did it.
Clean like that would kill somebody.
Craven thought he killed him.
Yeah, I can't
in
remember
the 80s and 90s because he was wearing the black costume at that point, but it wasn't a symbiote yet. He didn't know it was a symbiote. He thought he killed him, and he had to fight the Jackal, and he fought Craven, and because Craven thought he killed him. And Spider-Man come back, and yeah, as tough as Craven is, he didn't mess around. Or when after everybody knew who he was after Civil War, and they decided to go to his house, his Aunt May, and put her in the hospital.
Enraged him probably.
Well, yeah.
Supervillains messing with
Yeah.
That's part of the reason he made a deal with Mephisto too, to erase everybody's memory of him because of stuff going on with his loved ones. That's why a lot of guys like the movies when they do all that stuff. I know we're getting off topic, but movies when I'm gonna run around without a mask on. There's a reason certain guys don't do that because like Peter Parker swinging around and I'm like.
Yeah, that's how it's always been.
I'm like,
then all of a sudden they change it.
Because part of their secret identity.
Because their mentality was from the studio villains. Was like, oh, you need to not have like identity. Iron Man doing that is one thing. Tony Stark doing that because he has billions of dollars. He has all the technology and blah 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 blah. He's got security. He can do whatever. He's not like somebody like that has no. That's like just a normal everyday dude that does the superhero stuff.
Yeah, with loved ones and people you're trying to.
You still got to deal with collateral damage because it's like you got to have some guys are going to try to take them out. They have the technology or the powers to do it. Like Mandarin don't care.
Well, that's the problem. You have enemies and then that makes them alive. Yeah,
that's why Peter Parker, like Spider-Man, it's like he's just an everyday dude.
But I see what you're saying with the identity. It's like you don't have to make it go that
like
route.
Yeah, some guys are not going to let their identity be known because their loved ones would be. That's the whole point. Even like in the Daredevil show, that on Netflix, and they do the Defenders. I don't know if you ever saw the Defenders show when they did that, and he was telling them, "We mess with these guys, you got to think about that. Your loved ones are going to be in danger and blah 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 with the hand, messing with the hand because they." Kill people without.
Well, like for the movie with the Sokovia Accords and stuff, and that's how a lot of that was, where there were some that were pro against, and that was kind of like more political, but right back down to the backbones of the whole reason of that, where their identity is protect people, whether they're some other level doesn't think about it or not. It's pretty deep. That's a deep topic.
So yeah, Killer Croc, his version of that game. I don't know if you ever you played the. You said you played the game. You never got.
Yeah, back in the day.
You never got Titan. Yeah. I got those on PS4. They're great, but.
Yeah. So. We'll finish up this. So there you go, Tommy G. That's how we save the day. Thanks for suggesting these boss fights.
I got one question though with that. Like, how long did it take for us to beat them? I mean, we showed what we did, but was there any counter moves from Titan Joker? Did he put up a fight? Did we just?
Well, because the way the Joker was set up, I think it was
kind of like D&D. We're gonna talk about
three separate main attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he's defeated. So that's what we had to fight him in.
Give a little story to it.
The way Batman had to beat him, he had to get distracted to a point because he had to physically take him on, and he had to be up there gloating.
Yeah.
And then Batman had to like pull him down and do stuff, and then he put the explosive stuff on his gloves and punch him in the face, like punch him with explosive gel on his and damage him.
It's kind of a silly way to do it, but we did it better with our characters.
That stuff.
So he was too overpowered otherwise.
So there you go, guys. If you guys have any suggestions for bosses that we can do,
bring it on.
Any boss fights that we can do, just let us know, and that'll conclude our segment on the body snatchers. And we're back. All right, guys. We're gonna do some trivia now. I wrote this trivia a while back, and we never got around to it. So I just figured, hey, might as well use it up. I got it. Let's do it.
All right.
Unfortunately, there isn't very many of them, but we'll get there. We'll get through it. So, what's the size of the official PS2 memory card?
The official size?
The official size. None of the generic side marks.
Just a second.
He's gonna look it up. I'm gonna look
Cheater!
it up.
There's always a cheat code. Always a cheat code.
Okay, I don't know.
You don't know?
No, the official size of the PlayStation 2 memory card?
4000K?
I think this is referring to the black ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the black cards. They're 8 megabytes.
Okay.
So that would be what, 8,000?
Yeah, with 8,000. I was thinking that at first, 8,000. Yeah, 8 kilobytes. Yeah.
Is it the one that like they officially like endorse, or is there different
Yeah,
sizes?
No,
that's the
yeah.
official,
I was thinking it was
because-
8 at first, then I was like, no, it's not that big. But yeah, I remember the 8 being on it.
Well, that's standard.
But I didn't even know what that meant. Like, how many game saves could you put on that?
No.
Depends on how
Back
big
then?
it is. Yeah, but it depends on how big the. Back then, it wasn't that much.
Yeah, because I had.
It's not like they
I
went
thought
to
you
the
meant
gigabytes.
like the,
they,
you know,
they didn't even go like megabytes at the time. They didn't even go into that.
technical
Like, they
aspects
started
of it.
going basically into that then, and then the PS3 was the gigabyte stuff.
Because
Yeah.
my dad got me a aftermarket one, and it had 64 on
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
The thing was huge. Like,
Was that in question the actual size in terms of gigabytes, or was it?
It's just the size of
It's
the official
kilobytes.
memory
Yeah,
card.
it's
Yeah, whatever it
kilobytes.
was.
So
Is it
I
kilobyte?
took
Well,
it
that
wrong.
was that's just what they.
8,000. Yeah, so it'd be
That's just
Eight
what
megabyte,
the
yeah.
internet told me was
Good
8
to know.
megabytes.
Good to know.
yeah. So it's 8,000 of that.
King Dedede and Waddle Doo are key characters in what iconic video game franchise? Now, I don't remember us talking about
King
this.
Donkey Kong
Dedede?
Country.
No, I don't remember us talking about this game, so I don't think it was one that we played very often.
Huh.
Sounds like
it's a
sounds like one
popular-
of those games. It sounds like one of those games. Is it Banjo Kazooie?
It's similar. Oh, I wouldn't say similar, but it's kind of like that style. Back in that time era, maybe.
Kirby?
Yes.
Wow.
Kirby.
Yeah, it was a
Good for
Nintendo
you,
thing.
Dave.
It was a Nintendo thing. It was like thinking it sounds
Yeah.
like Donkey Kong, but it could be Kirby.
Yeah, it was back in
Oh.
that time era.
Good job.
What is the maximum number of power stars you can collect in Super Mario 64? So if you beat the game 100%,
100 of them.
what is the maximum number of power stars you can
You had to
collect
find the stars.
in Super Mario
It's
64
you're talking about the it's 100.
to complete the game 100%?
It's 100.
120.
20. I beat the game 100%. I don't remember if it's 120. It's
Google
100.
Okay.
We're gonna put this.
Back in the day, I found
Power
every single one.
stars.
We're gonna-
Mario
we're gonna
64.
challenge-
I found every single one back in the day when it came
Dave
out.
is challenging.
That
the
doesn't mean
questions.
it's been a while. It's been a while since I played it, so I was just guessing 100.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I didn't know
this
it's
is the
triple
number.
digits. So you had to find every single one.
What is the maximum number of power stars you can collect in Super Mario 64?
120. It says there is a total of 120 power stars in the original Super Mario 64 and the DS version of Super Mario 64 DS. It's a total of 150
Wow.
power stars.
And what? So, the stars, wasn't that just to like unlock things or something?
You had to unlock areas and stuff, and
For the
you also get
panels?
them later.
Just-
Yeah. Yeah, I never made it that far. I don't even know how many.
Yeah, there's 121 total.
Okay.
Because there's an extra one if you get the 120 that you got to unlock.
Oh, okay.
Collecting all.
I
the
think I almost remember hearing.
I remember
somebody say
back in the day because I played that so much.
There's 100 coins in each
That
level.
game was awesome because it was like it turned.
that. Yeah, those-
It really went everything from when everything was like popular, like 2D. Nintendo made 3D gameplay. It was like, and the controls for that game were spot on. Like it was ridiculous how, like on a dime, you could turn and do different stuff with that. And that was something new. Because at the time, like Resident Evil, it was 3D, but you had to, like, the controls are so wanky. How to move the guy, it's like weird how you had to. It was not good controls. It's like that you had to hold a certain direction, and then walk this way, and then you like to be able to move. And Mario, basically the stick.
yeah.
Any direction you went, because everybody's used to that now.
Yeah.
That's not how it was back then.
Yeah.
Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil game was not like that. You had to hold in a certain direction with one stick and try to do it another way, and you try to imagine trying to fight
Yeah,
guys
that's
that are going to kill
crazy.
you, the
Yeah.
bosses. Remember the last boss was like crazy trying to fight with that kind of control. I'm like, oh, I beat the game with
So,
characters, but
a side question is, what is the option, or what is the advantage of collecting all those power stars? What happens?
Yeah. See, that's what I was thinking. I was trying to get
you
to.
get the real ending too. But
Yeah, there's a cannon outside Peach's castle. You get to unlock.
yeah, I can't.
Yeah, but what does it? Does it make for replayability and then? And
Yeah,
restart?
because you can beat the game, and then you can go back and get the stars. Basically, you can beat the story.
But you get the 120, you get the cannon. That's sweet.
Okay.
Da-da-dum.
It's been a while since it was out, basically, and it's been a long time since I played it.
Yeah.
Wow, that felt like we were playing like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It's like, when the lights will go down.
I just try to mix things up.
Yeah.
We keep it fresh.
It's good.
So we got the last question.
All right.
What year did the PlayStation come out?
94.
Oh, that was fast.
What?
Do you agree?
Yes.
Do you want to disclaim it?
Sure. Why not?
Oh, we're gonna dispute it.
Prove all things.
Prove all
The
things.
2 years that
Is
popped
it-
in my head, but I said 94.
Okay, so that was what year did it come out? What?
Yeah. What year did the PlayStation come out?
PlayStation launch. Okay.
Do, 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 do.
That was. It says it was on December 3rd, 1994.
That's what I got. 1994.
Followed by North America on September 9th, 1995.
Ah, there you go.
Europe, September 29th, 1995.
Isn't that crazy
So,
how they do that launches?
in America,
Yeah, because Japan,
Japan
because it's Japanese. It's the first
1994.
time. I figured it was like that's why 2 years popped in my head.
See, you can have information, but
There you go.
technically,
2 years I popped in my head. 95 is when we got
that's
it.
a good off the
94.
cuff though, Dave. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
that was good.
Because unfortunately, I traded my Super Nintendo, all my stuff and games. I wish I never traded in to get a PlayStation. Not that I didn't love my PlayStation, but the stuff I wish I had, because I had so many awesome games for the Super Nintendo that are expensive as all can be to try to get them now. And if I had them, I'd be sitting there playing them.
Right,
The games I had,
right.
it was ridiculous. The games I had for that thing, like one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. This thing, I know you can get a collection of it, which I still don't have. Is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4: Turtles in Time. I had that on Super Nintendo. I had so many
That's
games.
pretty cool. That stuff. I took a pretty long pause, pretty much after Super. Yeah, no. I'm trying to think. Now that it was at Super Nintendo 64, then until the PlayStation 2,
Yeah.
I think. It was quite a pause.
Because PlayStation, Sega Saturn, Sega
Knew
messed
of
that-
things, but I just
Sega
didn't-
Saturn messed that up because they ended up doing a secret launch in the United States instead of and I remember seeing that at the store and I'm like, I don't get that. It was expensive back then too.
for the time period.
Well, you think how much the system cost? It was
Well, how much was it then?
some dollars. I think it was like $400 or something like that.
Really?
I can't remember.
Even back
It
then?
came with Virtua
Oh.
Fighter, but it came with Virtua Fighter, which was in the arcade. It was you're like, it looked like arcade perfect. I'm like, yeah, and Jackie. I'm just thinking of Jackie doing his winning pose. Yeah, like the amount of friends that would make fun of that when you win using Jackie. Yeah, Jackie whooped on you, but yeah.
Oh, that's.
Ah.
Well,
So,
pause.
so that'll conclude the trivia. All right, and we're back. All right, guys, we are going to be getting the word. We're not pastors by any means, but we just love the Lord and we just like to get into the word and share the gospel a little bit. And if it encourages somebody, that's awesome. Today we're going to be taking a look at Matthew 25:35 to 40. So anybody want to open this up with some prayer?
Sure.
All right.
Dear Almighty God, thank you for this day. Dear Savior, dear Holy Spirit, thank you for salvation, oh God, for just for life that you give, for the peace. Lord, I pray for this country, for your people, for Israel, for all that's going on in the world now, and the times and days that we're living in, for our families, for against confusion and perversion, anything that is not of you, Lord. I just pray for protection against the threefold enemy, and as we read from Scripture today, Lord, for your guidance, that your seed find good ground, and just for guidance. And I'm thankful, Lord, for just where 2 or 3 are gathered in your name, you're in the midst, and there's no one like you. I ask and pray for blessings this time together, and again for for encouragement for all that hear, and again for guidance through every season, every trial. Lord, help us to be steadfast and to focus on you and mature in faith, and all this I ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Probably should start in 34.
Start in 34.
Start in verse 34. Because it leads up to that. Like you have the sheep. He says you had the parable. It's like he has the sheep.
Chapter and verse.
Not that for you don't have to do that verse, but he has the sheep on one hand, which is his, and the goats on the other one.
Yeah.
34 is like the king saying stuff, and then it's like it's the king talking. That's why I'm saying verse 34. You should probably start in verse 34.
All right. Let me just.
Especially this is the Lord speaking.
It's supposed to be like him talking, so that's why I was just saying you probably should add
Mhm.
that one because it's like because of what's down farther down, him talking, him answering. So that's I'm sorry, I just
Oh, that's fine.
Look at
I just
yeah,
wanted
just look
to
at
open up
Yeah.
with something quick.
Verse
Yeah.
34 and 30, or
Yeah, through-
31 and 34 are pretty
well,
prominent.
you're 34 through 35 through 40. Yeah,
All of
start
them,
30.
but-
Yeah, start at 34.
Which is-
Because
Okay,
it's him
gotcha.
starting
Okay,
the conversation.
Gotcha. All right,
Yeah.
yep. So as I was having every week I go through this, I try to think of something that will bring me back to the realization that we're not totally in charge of their lives.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I was trying to think, what is something that how should I live my life, basically, so this is a good example of that, and it really brings us back to what Jesus is all about, and it shows his love. So I just wanted to share that.
Mhm.
So go ahead, start with
34.
Verse 34. Okay. Starts off here on Matthew chapter 25, verse 34 on. Starting with this verse 34. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory.
No. 20.
That's
Matthew.
31, pardon me.
Yeah, 34.
Starting at 34. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come ye, blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? Then the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Then shall he say also to them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me not in. Naked, and ye clothed me not. Sick, and in prison, and ye visited me not. Then shall they also answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered, or athirst, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? Then shall he answer them, saying, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye did it not to one of the least of these pardon me, let me say that again. Then shall, verse 45, then shall he answer them, saying, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye did it not to one of the least of these, ye did it not to me. And these shall go into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal.
Yeah, contrast between the
46.
goats
And
and
the
the sheep.
Right.
His sheep.
Yeah.
Goats, like, well, because it's almost like it's came from like the same kind of animal. So it's like goats are
Right.
the unbeliever.
And we need to hear,
tries
to
act like
hear his
tries
voice.
to act like a believer.
Yeah, so these are things that obviously I don't
There's a
I don't
contrast.
think about it 24/7, but these are things that I come across. This
Mhm.
is like something that's common. We all know people that they do that. They're sick. They go to jail. They have problems in their life. They're maybe not eating right. Whatever, they can't afford this. They can't afford that. Whatever the case may
Mhm.
be. We all have people. We all know
Station
people that
in
are
life.
doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And like the right mentality to have is how can we try to help? Like
Mhm.
is there a way to
Mm-hmm.
for us to be able to do that? And I challenge myself too. Like when situations come up like that, with and a lot of times it's random. Like for example, when I was at work, we had to go get more supplies. On the way to supplies, we end up in the ghetto of Rochester,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a guy standing there on the side of the street, and he was just out of his mind. Like he's on some kind of drug, and you could tell he wasn't in his right mind. And my heart broke because it's like he has a mom, or had a
Mhm.
mom. He
Mhm.
probably has a family, and he's in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, something had to have happened in order for him to get into that situation. And how is there a way to help that guy back, to let him know that God loves him, that Jesus loves him?
Mm-hmm.
So there's times like that come up. So this is that's why I wanted to bring this up, because this is something that we should try to think about it at all times, or we should be looking.
Mind if I share something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
This again, before what we're reading, having to do with verse 31 through 33, I just want to read this real fast because it kind of sets the tone from what was read. In verse 31 through 33, it reads, "When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them from one another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left." Okay, so again, that sets the tone for the separation of sheep and the goats, and then going through what is causing that separation, because that we all have to stand before the Son of Man, and I don't want to go, again farther in the great white throne judgment, but also, it just a lot comes to mind, specifically just going through these, but at the same time, I don't want to go off scripture, but just thinking where the Lord said, not all that say unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Didn't we?
Do these? We got to take this into account. And it's just like, well, didn't I feed? Didn't I do this? But at the same time, I said, "Depart from me, you workers of iniquity." Ain't just say, "Well, I did this."
Here's the thing,
it's truly listening, obeying, and following, and
Yeah, it's like what the Lord's saying, because they said, didn't we cast out demons in your name? Didn't we do this? Didn't we do that? And he's, "Depart from me, I never knew you." Because the simple fact of the matter is, all the crowns that they were given, you see in Revelation, they cast them at his feet because they know all the stuff that they did. It was him doing it through him.
Right.
Because if you're like, "I do this, look what I did for you, Jesus," and Jesus is like, "You don't know me because you would know it's me doing it."
Yeah,
right.
That's awesome.
It's being obedient, and again, going to 1 Corinthians 13. Even if you have the ability for prophecy to do everything, but have not charity or love, nothing.
Yeah.
Because it's the Lord always says in the scripture, if you're touching the glory, He wants the glory.
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, look what I did for you, Jesus. You could have, man. It's a good thing you saved me, man. We can get stuff done now."
Yeah.
And God's like, I could.
Right. Well,
that's why Bill Gillen always says it, and Harley quoted it a few weeks ago at church. About he's the donkey he rode in on. I'm just a donkey Jesus rode in on. And Harley's like, he would use different words. He would actually use the original terminology for it. Bill was afraid to say that in the scriptures. He would actually use the word. But that's basically what we are. We look at somebody the Lord's using, and it always drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Because Paul the Apostle, Paul. Paul is Paul the Apostle because of the Lord in him.
Yeah, exactly.
He gave his life up to let the Lord use him the way he wanted to use him. That's it. He laid it down.
Yep.
Otherwise, Saul of Tarsus was equipped in every way possible, educated in every way possible in the natural. You can look at it, that guy, ugh. But you see who God called him to. He didn't call him to who you thought he would call him to. Gentiles, he was biblically taught to follow the law to the nth degree.
Yeah.
And God called him to a bunch of they were religious, but they weren't following the true God, like stuff that's like totally against like the law. I don't know if they do this. That's who God called him to. Paul was the most Christ-like. It's because he gave his life up to let the Lord do him.
Yep.
Otherwise, you're putting a guy on a pedestal. Yeah, you respect what the Lord's doing with the person. You give honor to those that deserve. It says honor.
We're all members.
But if you're putting somebody above because of what God used them as, because of how great God did this or that, like Moses. Oh, Moses is. Moses wouldn't be Moses if it wasn't for the Lord. I mean, you're still that person, but how the Lord uses the person, you got to yield your life over to him.
That's gotten me, before, and, not to go off topic, but, along with what you're saying, because sometimes I've thought about, where it'll come up in conversation, I guess it's even go as far as, saying the law of Moses, how things were looked at, and I don't want to, with the Pharisees and Sadducees and stuff, but sometimes people talk like the separation of the Red Sea, that, Moses led the people, and I want to say another thing in Scripture, but still, it's what God did, through him. But at the same time, God's sovereign over all things, and whom He chooses, but just the thing, I think that it's kind of like sometimes when people say, we're going to, this church, and the church is not a body. I mean, it's not a building; it's a body.
Yeah.
Sometimes like our church, your church, and I'm not, terminology, but sometimes I guess I'm a little more critical with it. But anyway.
But yeah, the stuff that we were talking about, like I was in prison. You came to visit me. James hits it harder, and along those lines, if you're saying I'm serving the Lord and blah 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 blah. Oh God, and he's like, starting in verse 14. What doeth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith, have not works? Can faith save him? Which it does, but you gotta have fruit to back it up. You gotta be some kind of fruit in your life. If a brother is or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, so they're in need of something, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding you don't give them not the things which are needful to the body, what doeth it profit? Even so faith, if it has not works, is dead, being alone. In other words, you're like, oh, God will take care of them.
Yeah.
But there's parables that he used, like to like you go to the Lord and keep knocking, keep asking. But he used it as a friend, like a friend in need. It's nighttime, it's late. Your friend shows up on the door knocking. I need this, and you're like, I'm in bed with my kids. You know, they're all because they all slept in one house.
Yeah.
I'll wake them up if I get up, and he keeps knocking. Aren't you going to get up and take care of your friend?
Yeah.
When he's in need, desperate need. Yeah. That's how the Lord is towards you. If you keep, that's what the whole point of it is. So if you're really letting the Lord do what He wants to do with you, you're not going to be like, oh, God will take care of him.
Yeah.
But if you have the means, if you have the means, then
your number's being called.
Then that's what it is. It's like, and it's like the I can't remember what church it was, but they would give because how much the need was in Jerusalem to the saints when they had nothing to give. Like they would give where they were in need. In other words, you're still taking care of what you need of, but you're trusting the Lord. But you're giving yourself to the point where okay, they're taken care of. I know God's going to take care of me. You're not being unwise with it. You're like, oh, I'm going to let the bills go. No, that's not what God's saying. But you're okay. I don't need actually this because they are in more desperate need than I am. So I'm going to give until I got nothing left.
Yeah,
that's basically what they did. And they're like, and Paul's like even commending them for that. It's like, you guys gave when you guys had nothing. Yeah, you guys were in need, and so it's
that's cool. And you see that a lot though in the homeless community. Like they're like the most charitable that people because they have nothing and they know what it's like to have nothing, so they'll give you the pillow. Yeah. If it means that you get a good night's sleep, they'll give you their pillow. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, it reminds me of like it's not a real person, but Jim Caviezel, the actor Jim Caviezel. He's born again. But one of his characters, I loved. What's it called? I can't. No, my brain's not gonna remember the name of the show. Person of Interest.
Yeah, I remember the show. Yeah.
He at a certain point because he came back and lived homeless for a while because he wanted to be gone from the world, and there was a guy that he's trying to protect, and he took him to the homeless community. And she'll take care of you. She'll look out for you because. She helped look out for him when he was like didn't want to be homeless, and like I can't, the guy's like this because he's like kind of rich younger guy making money. He's like I can't I'm gonna stay here. He's like don't worry, you'll be and she's like had the cart with different stuff. But trust me, you use the newspaper like all this stuff, and that's how they were even showing them in that show that they looked after their own. Like look after somebody because they knew how much need that people had because they went through it themselves. That's the whole point of like even in scripture about the things you go through aren't just for you; they're for other people. So down the road, you can encourage them with the same encouragement that God gave you with what you were going through.
Yeah, because there's stuff that I'm dealing with people I know, and I can only relate so far with certain things, but there are things that I can relate to. So, if there's ways that I can help through that, then I try. But sometimes you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Yeah.
Well, the interesting thing that I'm looking at this through, back in Matthew, it's interesting how in 24, it's talking about the coming of the Son of Man, then going into the wise and foolish virgins, and then the talents, and then the separation of the sheep and the goats. And this just makes me think of judgment. That again, not that God will have any perish. And the good news that through Jesus Christ and His death on the cross, the hope that we have in Him. But there is a time that is coming that, the Son of Man is going to return.
It's like what was popped in my head at the testimony night when Tom was sharing about the ages of when people got saved, and it's like people later in life, but it's like when He hired the guys in the day. Like first thing, and then later on he hired more guys, saw them standing around, and later on like towards the last hour, and then when they all got paid, they all got to pay the same. And the guys that were doing it all day long, like, why are you paying them the exact same? They only worked for an hour. He's like, did you complain when I offered that wage in the first place? That's the whole point. Salvation's all equal.
Yeah.
It's like how God, like and it just the Lord popping in my head. The thief on the cross that accepted him.
Mm-hmm. Right there.
He wasn't saved very long,
yeah.
but look at all the people, even from that testimony, that got saved and look at it or get encouragement by it.
Yeah.
Relate.
So his treasures in heaven, you're like, oh, he wasn't saved very long. Let God do that. He like the wage is still the same. Jesus paid it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Paid
it's like
full.
you're complaining because this that guy, I can't believe we'd be up in heaven. Oh, this guy. It's let the Lord do what He wants to do. It's like we look at it like I've been doing this for blah blah blah. It's like the
disciples argued about that. Who will be the greatest in the kingdom? Be the servant. But at the same time, there's no one like him.
It's like the prodigal son. It's actually two. Mm-hmm. Always looked at like it's always looked at the brother that's like I've been faithful blah 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 blah. Because his heart wasn't where the Lord wanted him to be either. Because the father was actually. Mm-hmm. A representation of God, but the other one's like don't realize how far off you are because you think I'm doing all the right stuff and blah 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 blah. It's like you never asked. Right. You could everything I have is yours. You could have just asked.
And you're right here.
And your heart towards your brother, it's like he was out,
it's like murder,
doing with women and wasting his all your inheritance, and you're giving him a party.
That's a good.
He was dead, but the problem is the brother didn't realize he was dead too.
Yeah. Right. Yes. Yep.
Because you were doing all the right stuff doesn't mean you're okay.
You've got to examine the. Yes.
Why are you doing what you're doing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just think that's interesting. Again, it's having to do with this portion here, having to do with the separation of the sheep and the goats, and then going into the, topic of their plan to kill Jesus. It's interesting, just going through all this and just thinking more about how, the Lord's going to return. It's just interesting.
It's like even before that, I think the wheats and tares is that parable too. It's always a comparison because it looks the same, but technically it's not the same. Right. The goats and the sheep it might look the same,
right?
Like when they're young, they look the same, but they're way different. The tares look like wheat until the fruit's not there,
right?
Because he said let them grow up together, and then when they come up and the fruit's there, you'll know which ones that went to harvest time, which ones. So don't rip the tares out because you'll rip some of the wheat out.
Hey,
that happens in churches too.
And I know that because when I'm pulling the weeds out of the peas come with them. It's true in real life. That's what the Lord spoke to me when I was pulling weeds in the garden one time. The beans came out with the weeds. The peas came out with the weeds. It's like weeds. Yeah. So, anyways, just to kind of bring this all back together. So faith in action, this passage emphasizes that genuine faith is not passive but is demonstrated through tangible acts of charity and compassion towards others. And serving others is serving Christ. The central message is that when you help someone in need, you are serving Jesus. He identifies himself with the hungry, thirsty, strangers, sick, and imprisoned. And the least of these, the phrase least of these, my brethren, refers to the poor, marginalized, and vulnerable members of the community. It highlights the importance of showing love and mercy to those who are easily overlooked by society. Final judgment. This passage is part of Jesus' teaching on the final judgment where the righteous are separated from the wicked based on their acts of mercy and kindness to others. So that'd probably be the sheep and the goats there. And then the divine value of compassion. It underscores the acts of service. No matter how small they may seem to us, are seen and valued by God. I mean, so this is, like I said, this is kind of like the mentality that we should try to have on a daily basis. We should always examine ourselves. Are we doing everything we can for God's glory?
Yes, that's the main thing right there. What you just said, because you can do something, but then having the right reason and motivation behind it, your action.
Always look for that door to open.
Some other thing, but it's actually
we need to be looking for that door to be open, the opportunity to be open.
Yep. And seizing the opportunity.
So that was good. That was on my heart when I was praying, and because, like I said, I know a lot of people, they're going through a lot of things, and we have to remember that everybody matters.
Absolutely. And while reading this too, it's coming to the forefront. I'm just thinking about the Good Samaritan, and again, following what the Lord said. To love others as I have loved you. Do unto others. Golden rule. I don't want to keep going on, but it all matters. No matter what, especially the small things, and being, obedient and faithful in the little things, for sure.
That's awesome.
Because it's all about Him.
Yeah, praise God. So
Praise God.
That's all you guys got. Then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, all right, cool. All right, well, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate the support. If you liked what you've seen, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like it and share it. Come check us out on Facebook, TikTok. Get a shout out. If you have anything to say, good or bad, leave a comment. Send us email at Game+Chat+And+Chill@yahoo.com or at gmail.com, whichever one you want.
I think we're on X2.
X, yes, we're on X2. Forget about that. That's actually exploding on X right now, so that's cool. Yeah. Lord keep you. Thanks for watching, and thanks for listening. And don't forget, guys, just keep gaming.
Lord bless you and keep you.